Hello, welcome back to my channel. Let's address the elephant in the room. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I had to take a little bit of a break for some personal and family reasons, but I'm back now and I have lots of ideas and lots of plans going forward. But I thought it would be kind of fun to start things off with the journals that I've been working in over the last couple of months. So this is my July. Yeah, this is my July, and this is my August journal. And of course, I'm going to start with my July journal. And I have a lot of digitals that I use in here, but I also used a lot of my stash. And so I'll put links in the description box or down below of the shops that I got some of these from. As a matter of fact, I wrote some of them down in my handy dandy little pad here, so I'm going to go ahead and refer to that as I flip through this journal. So this right here, I love that retro. This is from WendyLynnsPaperWhims, and I just absolutely adore her shop. So please go check her out. Here is a envelope that oh, isn't that pretty? This is from a vintage crochet book, or I think it was just a thrifted crafting book. But I thought, how fun. When you have some of these larger pieces, you don't want to cover them up sometimes, or you don't want to, glue on top. Even though it's covered by this, it's kind of fun. You can open it up and see this cute vintage image. These right here, these are from, I think those are either AllegraDigital or StudioDivine Co. Because it's been a while, it's been a month or so, I don't know if I'm going to remember each and every, precise, place that I got some of these, but I'm going to put those three in my description box so that you can go check out their shops. So that's the end of that. All right. So, and this is where I stuck one of my journal pages, a little vintage girly at the beach there. Some cheesecloth and a little, flowered postage stamp. And then some vintage images from a magazine, along with some printables and a cute little stamp. My daughter happened to be going to Hawaii that month, so she sent me some pictures of her and her son in Hawaii. So I put some of those in here. That was kind of fun. It's just a sweet memory. You get the text with the photos. Sometimes I'll write those down on my journaling, and so that's kind of a fun memory. This has a little bit of my journaling adhered to the back of that. I could have done more to decorate, but if you're going to be putting some of these pieces into pockets, sometimes that's just a little bit more than you need to do. A little bit of a dictionary page that I had dyed. This is from a vintage book. This is from one of the printables. You know what? As a matter of fact, this is something that I definitely want to talk a little bit more about. Okay, so this is the one that I got from StudioDivine. These flowers. So the things like this, these are the ones that I got from AllegraDigital, and these are from the StudioDivine Co. I wanted to point that out because this digital was a bit of a game changer for where this journal was going to go. So I absolutely love this shop. It's so pretty, very artsy. I printed them out. I printed these flowers out on tea-dyed paper, and then I went over the edges with ink, but I just love the vintage look of them. Something from some scrapbook paper, Wendy Lynn, a bit of journaling in an envelope that I had just sitting around, finally found a home, a vintage playing card, die cut. Looks like I need to maybe throw some more glue on that. Belly band, little turtle, so cute. A little tuck spot with something from a National Geographic. I think that might have been from an old National Geographic. Again, some of those pieces from that beautiful shop that I got my flowers from. Little picture of my grandson at a luau. Some scrapbook papers, some digitals, a little bit of journaling. Another journaling spot, something from a vintage book. a little image from a magazine, I think that was from. Yeah, and then a little digital. Another picture of my daughter with a little bit of artist paper in the background, some scrapbook paper that I've been hoarding. Another envelope. Let's see if this one flips out. Nope, it doesn't. It just opens up. Little journaling there. This one was really fun. She was just a lot of fun to work with. I really like these vintage pieces. More flowers, something again from some magazines. My grandson. I cut these pineapples out of some paper that I've had for a long time. I wanted to kind of give it a different look. Ink the edges. That was fun. Another journaling spot. I think this one, as I got through this, I was on vacation. There was a lot of stuff going on, and I kind of a little bit lost my mojo. So I'm not sure what the rest of this, I don't remember what the rest of this looks like, but this is actually from an old journal. I'm not sure. I think it was a journal that it kind of just wasn't going in the direction I wanted. So I took it apart and I saved this page because I really liked it, and I just put it on that page, and it works out perfectly. So some more. This is from a vintage book, another printable, some map, one of those flowers from that shop, another picture of my grandson at a luau. This is a image from a magazine that my daughter picked up when she was in Hawaii, so I wanted to use that. Another picture of the two of them. Another vintage little cluster there. More pictures, just some stickers, some water. Yeah, a vintage playing card. Just kind of finishing it up because I was just, wanting to move on. One of the issues was because I was on vacation, I really kind of want a lot of my journals to be, this is my July journal, this is my September journal. And so I was working on this going into August, and I really kind of wanted to just, end it. And so I kind of rushed through and just kind of threw some stuff on there. But this was a bag that my daughter, she had purchased something in Hawaii, tossed this in the trash, and I rescued it. And I thought that would be cute in there. So that's what that is. Let's see what else we have here. Yep, that's the end. Oh, no, that's not the end. Okay, sorry. Just another picture, a couple of pictures my daughter took. Super plain. There, now that's the end. Okay, so let's go to August. I had now, and as usual, this one I was working on into September. So I'm still behind on my journals. Not happy about that, but I'm keeping up with my journaling, and that's what I will print up on coffee dyed paper and put into my journals. That's just kind of how I do things now. So this journal was really fun to work in. I made it out of a file folder that I cut down, but I wish I would have cut, maybe cut it bigger, or I'm not sure. I just kind of threw this one together because I was in a hurry, and my journals are still, even though I've cut back on the amount of pages that I put in my journals now, they're still chunky. Part of the reason is because I added this thing that I've been working on. So I'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, there's still a little bit, alligator mouthed. And I think that maybe if I would have made this cover a little bit bigger, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. But anyways, it is what it is. The whole point is I have a place to put my journaling, and I love working in them. And this one was a lot of fun. So one of the things that I need to be honest about is that over the years, I've tended to just rely on, what I kind of want to do. Is kind of like just what I've always done. And I haven't spent, I think, enough time watching other people working in their journals. And I changed that over the last couple of months. And because of that, my art journaling pages, I feel, have gone just a little bit, getting a little bit better, so to speak. And I'm hoping that will keep going because I'm just so inspired by so many people. And I realize that I do rely a lot on digitals right now. But right now I need to. That's just where I'm at. Okay. So I use a lot of my own stash, my own envelopes paper. You know, I buy, you know, I've had this paper forever, you know, and coffee dyeing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm mixing it up a little bit, and I think that I'm finding kind of a nice place. So I'm not going to name all the digitals in here. I'm just going to go ahead and in the description box, I'll put a list of all the digitals, the shops that I purchased for this one underneath August, and then the one for July underneath July, so that you know, you'll kind of have a better idea of like what I'm talking about. But this is Tracie Fox, and I can't remember who that is, but I put in dragonflies and found a shop that had beautiful dragonflies. Lots of people have them. Tracie Fox has some beautiful dragonfly images too. So this is me having a little bit of fun. I decided that I wanted to put fewer pages and more fun flip outs and embellishments. So that's what this is all about. I wanted this to be kind of a garden with fairies and, you know, flying things, birds, dragonflies, that kind of thing. This image right here is from Margaret at Sevenplaza. So she has a whole kit that she sold, and I think this might be one of the freebies. I'm not sure, but oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful. It's almost like this was really a difficult page because I did not want to cover any of that paper. Look at those birds and the beautiful flowers. So I just put a little cluster at the bottom just to dress it up a little bit, but oh, I just want to stare at it. Maybe I should put it in a frame. So here is an envelope and a little bit of journaling there, and then a little bit of journaling in there. All right, so here's another piece that's to hit some of Margaret's digitals, and this is a piece that this is some this is a photocopy of some of my painted pages, and I did some inking around it, and just some, you know, I think that might be some watercolor on some dictionary page, and then maybe some watercolor or tinted matte medium on a book page or something, and then I just inked around it and put these items on there from Margaret's shop. And then this is something that I thought I'd have a little fun with. I had purchased a box of the clasp style envelopes, you know. Hold on, I'll go get my box. I don't need to get my box. I actually have one of these on hand, but it's this. Usually it would have those little metal clasp things, but this has this. And I don't remember why I bought a whole box of these. You know, when you buy something in bulk like that, you usually would think that you could remember why you did it, but I don't. I don't remember. I had some idea. But what this is, this is made from 2 of these. And I think I'm going to go ahead maybe at the end of this video, if it doesn't go too long, show you how I did that. But yeah, super fun. But it's one of those things where I wanted to have something in my journal that was bulky, but this really bulked it up. But I don't care. This is so fun. Check this out. This is new for me. I know a lot of people have been doing these things forever, but this is new for me. And this is why I wanted to do this, because I want to get out of my comfort zone, try some new stuff. Here's some more journaling here. I should have clipped that and had a little round, you know, like that. But I kind of wanted to, I don't know. I don't always want to cut this part out right here, you know, and do all that thing. It's just kind of a lot. And then here's this is from Tracie Fox, from her herbs or whatever. I'll put that in, I'll link that in the I'll link that in the description. And then this side, hold on. Like that. Little radish. It has some more pockets, but it's like I said, this thing was bulking up, and I just didn't do as much journaling last month as I probably should have. So and this page, I really like it. This is more of Margaret's paper here and a couple of little bits. This is a tag that I made recently. I think I may have made a, I don't know if I made a video of that or not. I need to make more of these. That's going to be coming up. And then another one that I used there with just some paper in the background, a little doily. And this is from a friend's shop. I didn't put anything back behind there, but I don't mind. I still am just really glad to have finally found a home for that little fairy girl there. And I love this page. I really do. It's just super simple, just a piece of scrapbook paper, a little collage, and this butterfly, this is how it came in the digital, and I just cut around it and inked it. And to me, that just looked really pretty. It's very simple, but I just absolutely love it. And then a pocket that I made and had just sitting around, I added a little half of a, this was from the side of a piece of scrapbook paper, and then a butterfly, a little piece of Margaret's digital, and a doily, and yeah, I like that. This one is interesting because I cut her out thinking that if I cut her out, I could use her as a focal point, and when I cut her out, I just didn't like it. It was just horrible looking. So even though I really don't care for this, the flowers kind of, take care of that a little bit. And then I wove flowers and butterflies on this edge right here, so it just wasn't as obvious. And so, yeah, and a little tag. But yeah, I like the page now, but I'm not going to do that anymore. It's kind of difficult. It was in a bookmark kind of configuration, and I don't know, just struggled with it, but I like the way it ended up. Here's another envelope. So I've started, instead of, wait, oh well, I don't know if I can get that out of there or not, but anyway, here, yeah, I was pulling on the wrong. So I've decided that I want to just go ahead and cover my little windows from the inside and then have this do that, because it's so difficult to try to get everything kind of, centered into this. I mean, I love these little windows, but centering an image that's on something you're putting in there, it's just too much of a hassle. A little cluster I had, just a simple page, some pretty scrapbook paper that I inked around the edges on real quick, and then threw a cluster on there, and there you go. No problem. This one I really like. This one's interesting. So back in July, was that July? No, it was in June. I had some big idea about trying to do another dollar store journal. And so I bought a bunch of stuff, and it ended up, I just lost interest. But I kept these great big decals. These are wall decals. And I just really like the colors and the way they all went. And then this is a printable from from a newspaper from Japan that I've had for years. And then one of my little digital fairies on there. And then little, envelope there. So I put this, I know I've said this before, but this is the middle of my journal. And that's where I tie up. And then I sew through the envelope, then I close it. And then it's a nice place to keep your journaling. And it hides your little tie. And then here is some more of the decal, one of my clusters. I'm using purple. I don't know what's going on with me in purple now. I've not really cared for purple much, but I'm seeing it in a lot of my work now. Just another little collage piece, another collage page. I tried doing some stamping on here. I'm not stamping, but some stenciling, and it really came out bad. So I had to cover it up over here, and I'm just living with that. Tim Holtz piece from one of his ephemera packs. I think this one is too. This tape right here, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description box too. You print on a whole sheet of transparent label. Yeah, it's like you get the big sheets of label paper, and you print this on there, and then you can cut it up all the different sizes that you want. You're not stuck with a big piece or a small piece. You just cut whatever you want. I think it came out really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description box too, because I highly recommend doing that. Buying the larger sheets of sticky label paper is a lot less expensive than buying the tapes. And it's just perfect. I love it. So here is just, I bought this from some shop I don't remember. I absolutely love it though. I'll put that in the description box too. But I bought it so that I could cut these out, and I don't want to cut them out. And they're so pretty. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And then just a little cluster, still a little label. This is from The Unexpected Gypsy. I absolutely love it. Another page spread that this was fun because I'm watching this gal. I started following this gal that makes, what do you call them? Field notes. Yeah, she does field notes. And she goes out and she does these beautiful drawings and she writes a bunch of really cool, she writes things either about what she sees or just about her experience or just what's going on in her mind at that. But she does it in this field notes kind of format. And so I was just having a ball. I already had these cut out from some magazines and I had inked the edges. And so I had those and I just thought I'd do a little field notes look here. A little fairy, butterfly, dictionary piece, just having fun with layers there. Another gypsy, I keep calling them gypsies, I'm sorry. Another fairy on some Tim Holtz, ephemera with the little mushrooms in the background. And I just decided to keep this plain. I just love that picture. So, I didn't want to cover it up. And they match. They kind of look. And this is just some pieces I put on the back of this coffee dyed paper. Just kind of in a, patchwork style. Just using it up. And another fairy page with a little label. I love the way that one, it's so cute, the way it's written. It's almost like the fairies write them. But one of the flowers from that digital that I bought. Some more pieces from Margaret's, and this is Tracie Fox put together. And this is the end of these. So this is the last flap of those. A little decor with a fairy, some more digitals, a little cluster here with a little tag. I think that this paper is Tim Holtz. I'm not sure, but I didn't want to cover up the bird. So I put my cluster up at the top and I think that came out pretty good. I tried to find some flowers that had some of these tones in it, kind of to bring it together a little bit. So I like that one. See, I think that's it. A letter from a friend from that month, which needs to go in there. And yeah, that's it. So let me show you how I, just kind of the basics of how I'm doing this little configuration here. I'll be right back. All right, so I bought a box of 100. Still not sure why. So as you can see, I coffee dyed this one, so just to age it up a little bit. I like the way it looks. So I will be, I don't know, I'll probably be tea dyeing this one. But let me show you just kind of how I start out with this. Hopefully this will work. So you take off, if you don't have adhesive, then you just use, your glue stick. But you want to flip them the opposite way. Get one of them in there. Get that flap in there. And don't go, one thing though, I'm thinking that maybe, here, keeping one of those on there. Okay. Don't go all the way. So that you don't, you don't want to go all the way down with these lines all the way to here, okay? Give it a press. Then pull this one off. There we are. And get this one, open that up and get this one down in side of the other envelope. All right, here we go. They're pretty tough. So that's not too hard to do. So now they're connected. And what I did was now you could score it if you really are particular about your projects. I'm not. Life's too short. I should have a brayer or something. A brayer? Probably not. Okay, so, and then take this one. Don't go all the way to the top, just get close. Yeah, I did okay. Let me see this one. Yeah, they're pretty well taped. glued. And you can go in this direction or the other direction. But what you end up with, sorry for the shaking, is kind of a little booklet. And I'll show you, let me show you this one. So you can do different things. So this one, this is the top part, right? The top of the envelope. You can cut this open and use it for a pocket going this way, or you can do what I did. And so what I did here is I gave it a bit of a snip, and then I took my my hole punch. Let me grab it. So how I made this top piece is I just really just kind of cut in as close as I could to the top. Hold on, let me see if I can get this in here. I think it wasn't that long ago, but I feel like I did something along the lines of just sliding it up and cutting with my, there. I think that's about how I did it, and then I kind of cleaned it up a little bit because I'm looking at that one and it's a little bit lower. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but I didn't actually know I was going to be doing this project on camera today, so I wasn't very well prepared. So then, just so that I would know which way the pockets are going, I would go ahead and grab my hole punch and just put even if it's just a small one, to just let you know what the idea is and what direction the pocket's going to go in. And I just eyeball it. I should probably use a bigger. Uh-oh, hold on, sorry. There we go. Just to give you an idea of the direction that you want your pockets, just to, as a placeholder kind of thing. Then pick out some favorite paper and put it on your different pockets and sew them into your journals, or you can actually leave one of these sides plain and adhere that to your page. A lot of my pages in my journals are thinner paper, so I was kind of hesitant to do that, but you could do that on the covers too. So let's see what the other side looks like. Hold on just a second. There we are. Yeah. I don't know where the pocket on that. Oh, here's the pocket on that one. Because this is the top of the envelope, but you could still just, run a line of glue there, or, some double-sided tape and put your pocket up at the top. The pockets are totally up to you. So yeah, there we go on that. I have another journal that I'm in the middle of right now that I'm going to go grab. This is my September journal. I wanted to use up a few things. This is an envelope that I decorated a few months back, and it's been bouncing around my craft room for a while. So I thought I'd try making a journal cover out of it, because once you get 2 layers on top of one of these envelopes, they get so thick, and they're just as thick, if not thicker than, cardstock. So they make great, these bigger envelopes make great covers. Now this right here, I don't know how big this is going to get. It's probably going to get ridiculous like most of my journals do. So I can always just glue some, or glue and tape some more paper to this, and then make a flap and a closure. So that's what I was thinking about doing. And that's probably going to be my next video. I just thought I'd give you a preview. I'll show you how I make this, and maybe do some decorating in this one. And I hope you will join me for that. So thank you for your patience. If you've stuck with me, I really appreciate it. I'm really sorry about the break that I took without really kind of letting you know. But I'm back, and I hope to make videos, you know, maybe once or twice a week, at least once a week. And yeah, so join me next time. And until then, thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.